We're gonna play against this guy right now. We can just go. He goes for the princess at the bridge. I'm just gonna go Ice Spirit plus my Goblin Gang right here. This should be pretty nice, pretty nice, and we can just go for our Knight here. Wow, that actually splashes. What the heck? Bro, what is this physics? Alright, we can just go for our Knight here. We should be fine. Yes, Dark Prince. God, yes, Prince. Damn it, bro. Let's just go for our Goblin Barrel right now, and we can also go for our Ice Spirit plus our Goblin Gang late. Yeah, I knew who was gonna protect me, so we just go for that, and we should be fine here, I think. We just go for our Knight right here, and yeah, we're chilling right here, actually. We can just go for our Princess at the bridge right now, and we can also go for... I'm not gonna rock it yet. I'm not gonna rock it actually. I don't think it's worth it. So we just go for our Ice Spirit up high. What the heck? Yo. Okay, we're fine. We're fine, chat. We're fine. What the heck is that though? Why did that get pulled? We just go for our Knight right up high here. Very nice. And we should be fine here, chat. We can just go for our Goblin Barrel here, aggressive. And yeah. The arrows, but yeah, the Knight's gonna get so much damage. Oh my god. And we are in a pretty nice position right now, I believe. Alright. I'm just gonna chill out here though. Go for the princess at the bridge again. Wow. So lame. Alright, we can just go for our own princess at the bridge maybe. And if he might try to predict me, so I have to play it at a very unpredictable spot right now. And he's probably gonna arrows in, he's not gonna arrows, which is kind of interesting actually, but, you know, we can just go for our Knight, right, we can just go for that, and yeah, that pushes it forward, so this is actually pretty nice for us. We can also go for our Goblin Gang right here, and our Knight right up on top. I'm going to log here, I think. I mistimed that though, it's all good. We can also go for our princess here. And then we can also go for our Ice Spirit here. Wow, the Eos is actually doing way more damage than I thought. Okay, you know what's all good though? We can just go for our cannon. Oh my god, slipped. My finger slipped. My finger slipped. Oh no. We might be cooked there, but actually we're not. We're fine. We're chilling here actually. We can just go for our cannon right up high. Very nice, and we are fine. We're fine. We can go for our Knight at the bridge. We might be up there. This. Bro, I literally caught it, bro. He's so lame. Alright, we can maybe get to our rocket cycles right now. We can also go for our evil barrel. And then we can just go for, yeah, he's just not going to respond to that, but that's a big mistake here. Now we're in rocket range, so that's going to be a good game, guys. Very nice win. Let's see here, though. Let's see. Excuse me, we're playing against this guy right now. Let's see. We can just go for our Ice Spirit, and then we can also go for our no, never mind. We can just go for our cannon right here, just to cycle, you know. Ooh, he's playing drill, I think. We can just go for our cannon. My Knight and the Goblin Gang. I swear if you have Valkyrie, yes, Fireball, yeah. I think it's the drill deck, unless he has Lumberjack. What the heck? Alright. We just go for our Ice Spirit right up high, and then we can also go for our cannon here, I feel like. Yeah, pretty nice start right here. I mean, we are currently down by a little bit, but I think we'll be fine. He goes for the drill. We log. And then we can go for our Knight right here. Very nice. Alright. I guess I should have waited for a little bit and then logged so that I actually kills both the drill as well as the goblins, but I'm just not gonna do it, chat. I'm just not gonna do it. Knight is going to connect, which is pretty nice, but let's see here. Alright, we can just go for our Goblin Barrel right now, and Let's see what he wants to do. He goes for the snowball on defense. I'm completely fine with that. We just go for our Evo bear. We just go for our knight right here. Oh, that was kind of bad. Actually, that was kind of bad to chat. That was actually kind of bad, but it's all good though. It's all good. Oh my god. We can just go for our cannon, and then we can also go for our ice spear right here. He goes for that, and he goes for the guards. Yeah, guards is going to be difficult for us because it does counter. Whoa, I'm cooked. I'm kind of cooked. Nice, we get it down, but yeah, I'm just concerned of the lumberjack. The lumberjack is absolutely gonna fry me. It's all good though. It's all good. We can just go for our, that's at the front again. We can just go for this, and then we can go for that. That inflicts no damage. He has the queen off, so I'm just gonna rock it on top of that. It should be pretty nice. He goes for, the guards right there. I can just go for my ice spirit. What the heck? My phone just closed. My phone just closed. That is terrible. Yep, I knew the evil snowball was coming, but what the heck, guys? My phone just literally turned off. What the heck? Alright, we can just go for our goblin gang. We can go for our princess right here. We can go for this, and then we can go for that. Nice. Oh my god, bad fireball. Nice. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Wow. A lot of damage on both sides, so that's pretty good. We can rock it on this, I think. Wait, that targets onto my, princess. That is really bad, but we can just go for our goblin gang right here. We can also go for our ice spirit as well as our log. Pretty nice, pretty nice. We can just go for our princess at the bridge right now as well as our goblin barrel. Forcing out something, maybe we can also go for our knight right here. He does want to play the guards for my goblin barrel, which is a little bit difficult to deal with, but I guess you don't have any choice. We can just go for our cannon right now. Gosh dang it. What the heck? Alright, we can just go for this, and then we can go for our ice spirit. Not too bad. Yeah, the evil lumberjack is going to be really annoying though, but I think we'll be fine. Princess. Yeah, he has guards for my thing. I'm just gonna go for the knight here. We can go for the log, and then the where's my ice spirit? What? Where did my ice spirit go? Wow. We have to push now, or else we're cooked. We can go for this, and then that, and then we can go for our knight, please. Yeah, it's not gonna happen now. Oh my god. Is that matchup even bad? I don't know. I don't know if this matchup is good or not, but we play against this guy right now. So let's see. He's running the chef tower. What's up? Welcome to the chat. Oh my god. Cannon part. What do you mean? Nice. Bruh. Alright. Wow. We can just go for our goblin gang right here. Actually, we can also go for our ice spirit. Wow. We have to go for our cannon low here, as well as our knight here, I think. What the heck? Did the princess not, like, I mean, did the wizard not, like, cross the bridge? Like, what the heck? We're fine, though. We're fine. We're up, like, by a little bit, but, yeah, we're fine here. We can just go for our goblin barrel, plus our ice spear right here. That was actually a little bit late, but... What? You have tornado too? What the heck? What is this deck? Alright, I never thought Mid-Ladder Menaces would have the tornado, because it got nerfed so hard. Wow, Rune Giant too, wow. Yeah, okay. That's not going to do anything though, I don't think. Ooh, that cannon cart is going to be a little bit annoying, but I think we'll be fine. Wow, where did my push go, bro? Where did my push go? We can just go for our goblin gang up top. Nice, not bad, not bad, and not bad, not bad. Alright. We can just go for our knight right here as well as our evil barrel. Where do we get some? Oh my god. What, the mid ladder? Alright, you know what? At least our knight connects, so it's all good. This might get a little bit difficult to defend though, but I think we'll be fine. I have to let that hunter go. Yeah, there's no way. We can just go for this, and then we can go for our knight low, and then we can also go for our log right here. I think. You know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. We can just go for our cannon here, just to snipe down the opposing cannon part, and we should be fine here. Wow, the cannon part actually doesn't die, but yeah, it's not going to shoot. So I think I'm fine here. We can just rocket on that. And yeah, pretty nice game right here. We can also go for our princess at the back, goblin barrel, and we should be fine here. Go for the evil wizard. I mean, might get a little bit difficult, but we do have to rocket. That's our fail card. Wow. Go for opposite lane. This is actually going to be really annoying though. We can go for our knight at 0. Wow, evil archer shocking down too. What the heck is this guy's stack? But yeah, it was gonna get cleaned up pretty easily. The evil archer does get like a few shots in, but it's all good. Ice spirit, goblin barrel, nice, not bad. Let's see that. Ooh, good circle about him, but I feel like this moon giant is kind of annoying, but it's all good though. We can rocket on that. Nice rocket right there. Do not want that to survive, so we can just go for our log right here, and then we can also go for ice spirit, goblin barrel, goblin machine. I don't like goblin machine, so yeah, that's a really annoying card. The goblin machine. We can also go for our princess right here. We can go for our cannon. We can go for our knight right up high, and then we can also go for this. We have to do we rocket this? Yeah, we can just go for our cannon right here. And then that should get pulled, right? Yeah, that should get pulled. So that was actually a pretty nice cannon right there. Just to push that Sparky into my other cannon, so yeah, pretty nice play right there. Goes for the hunter. We can just rocket on this. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game, guys. Oh my god. Nice. I'm very good at the game. Alright, we can just go and just play another game, you know? We're playing against this guy right now. Mid ladder menace probably. Mini P.E.K.K.A. We can just go for our ice spirit. And we should be fine here, I think. We can go for our goblin gang at the back. And then we can just wait here. Mega Knight. I'm just gonna pressure him opposite lane. Just because it's kind of annoying, right? So wow, Ixie also, this is gonna be difficult, but that's also a lot of damage. So I won't mind. We can just activate the king tower right here, I think. To keep us to drop anything. Well, we can just go for our ice spirit here. Perfectly timed, and yeah, that's a connection right there. We can go for our knight at the back of the executioner so that it won't get tornadoed in, and that's perfect gameplay right there. Executioner is gonna be difficult, but we do have the rocket, so I think we'll be fine here. Bro, what are you doing? Okay, we can just go for our princess, right? Actually, that was kind of a bad princess. We should have played with the other lane. But you know what? Easy cleanup right there. Let's see here though. We can just go for our ice spirit. Goes to the Mega Knight. Oh my god. Bro, can I stop facing Mega Knights? Like, bro. We can go for our goblin barrel right here. We can also go for our we can go for our knight right here, I feel like, and then we can also just go for our goblin gang just to surround this maybe, and then we can go for our ice spirit here. Perfect defense. Wow. We can log on this, and we should be fine here. Yeah, he tried to go for the flanks, but obviously that's not going to happen. And yeah, pretty nice start by us. We are up by like 3,000 damage, and he's trying to distract me by reloading, so we can just go princess at the bridge, and we can just go for our evil cannon up high. And yeah, a lot of value right there. We could go for our knight, and then he yawns at me, so we could just go for this. Actually, that was kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that was kind of bad. Yeah, Ewis will counter my decoy barrel pretty easily, so this is actually a hard matchup, guys. We can just go for this. Go for our goblin barrel. We can also go for our oh my god, bro. No way. We can just go for our This, what? What? No way. Wait, how did the Mega Knight jump? Okay, we can just go for our... No way. That's gonna be a good game. What an unfortunate loss right there. Wow. That was just unfortunate. He's just gonna BM me, but it's all good though. That was kind of a bad matchup, so. Cannon sold, yeah. We are going to play against Flores right now. Let's see. Yeah. That was kind of a bad matchup, so. I mean, I should have lost that one like ages ago, but it's all good though, it's all good. He's just gonna ignore the, wow. He's gonna go Expo, what? Are you crazy? That's a lot of value right there. Ice Spirit, nice. I was actually hoping to get the Ice Spirit down so the Tesla actually dies, but it's all good though. That's a lot of damage, so pretty nice start for us, pretty nice start. He's playing, I think, wait, what is he playing? Is he playing Ice Bow, or, I forgot, but, yeah, he's playing Ice Bow, so we have to watch out for, the Goblin Barrel placements. We can just go Princess at the back, and, you know what, pretty nice, and we can just go for our, Knight right here. We can also go for our, he's gonna go for that, we can just go for the Goblin Gang, I feel like, nice. Well, you can't really do anything about it because the tornado is so bad right now. We can go for our Goblin Barrel because the tornado is out of cycle. Yeah, pretty nice. We do get like 2 stabs right there, so that was pretty nice. And yeah, we can go for our Ice Spirit low just to cycle, and very nice start for us. We actually have a great matchup. So that is pretty nice to hear. He's going to go for the Tesla here just to set up for the Expo. Yeah, there it is. And that's a lot of damage. We can just go for our Knight. I'm going to go for the Goblin Gang in case if he tries to tornado that. And we can also go for our cannon here. I mean, he can rocket that, but I don't think he's going to rocket onto that. We can go for our Ice Spear right here. We can go for the lock. We can go for our Knight. Very nice. Pretty nice defense right there. And we can just go for our Goblin Gang right here. Oh, charge my phone, fine. He goes for the evil Tesla. We can just rocket on the next one, I feel like. Yeah, I'm just gonna rocket on the next one. We can also go for our Ice Spear right here. That actually doesn't hit the Tesla, so that was a kind of a bad play by me, but he goes for the rocket there. You know what, I'm fine with it. He needs like a lot of rockets to actually like win the game if he defends perfectly, so I can just pressure him a little bit right now. He can King activate, but you know, I don't really mind. Ooh, we can just go for our Princess right here. I know he's aiming, he's wanting to like tornado my Knight out of range, but yeah, we can just chill out here. I think we can just go for our Knight right here, and then we can also go for our Goblin Gang right here. We can go for our Goblin Barrel. I don't really care about the King activation anymore, to be honest with you, but we also get a few stabs, so that was pretty nice. And we can go for our Ice Spirit. We can go for our Knight right here. We can go for our Log. Very nice. We can also go for our Evil Cannon right here, as well as our Goblin Gang. Ice Spirit. Nice, not bad. Wait. The Princess dies, but it's all good though. We can go for our Log. I'm glad to see the haters are gone. Thank you. We can just go for, oh, that was a bad cannon, but, you know, it's all good. We can just go for our Goblin Gang right here. We can also go for this, and then we can go for our Knight up high. Very nice. We can also go for our Log right here. We try, wait, that locks on? What? No way that locks on. We have to rock, wait, oh my god. We have to watch out. Okay, wait. You know what? Not, oh my god. That's a lot of that. Oh, no way. We can rocket on this, I think. Ooh, bad tornado right there. Wait, maybe you have a chance. He's gonna rocket though. Yeah, he is going to rocket cycle me. We can try to go maybe for a tricky barrel right here, and yeah, that's gonna be a good game. Wow. can't believe that tornado actually worked, but wow. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, it's all good though, it's all good, chat, it's all good, chat, it's, this is just sad, low-key, but we're playing against this guy right now. The one time I get a good matchup, I just lost, so, we can go for our Goblin Gang, go for our cannon here, just to clean that up, maybe, and then, yeah, pretty nice start. We are cycling to our Evo Cannon right now. Oh, that I slipped. My finger slipped right there, but it's all good though. Does have Barbarian Barrel. Ooh, that's Skeleton right there, but Skeleton is going to be annoying right here in this matchup. We can go for our Knight right up high here. We can also go for our Log, as well as our Cannon right here. So pretty nice. Wow, how is that? How are those stuff on my tower, by the way? You just go for this, and this should be a pretty nice defense, but the mortar actually splashes onto the tower, so that was pretty bad, but it's all good there. Let's see. We can go for our, we want to go opposite lane, I think. We can just go for our Ice Spirit Goblin Barrel right here. And Barbarian Barrel, maybe? Yeah, but that was a very bad Barbarian Barrel right there. And we do get 2 hits from our Goblin, so that was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. And we can just go for our Knight right here. We need to go for our, we need to go for that. Very nice. And you know what? I'm just going to go right, I'm just going to go for the Princess opposite lane right now. And yeah, pretty nice start right here. And we can just go for our Ice Spirit right now. We can go for our Evo Cannon. Very nice. We can also go for... Bro, no way it splashes again. What? It splashes again? What? Okay, you know it's all good though. Yeah, this is a difficult matchup, definitely. Yeah, we lost. We lost it, guys. We lost. Wow. No! Yeah, we lost. Bro. Supercell giving me these matchups, bro. Oh my god. Alright, it's all good though. It's all good, chat. It's all good. It's all good. I'm good at the game, right? I'm good at the game, so. Alright, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. We can just play again. We're playing against Eileen right now. My phone is still at 10%. We're playing Chef Tower, so this might get a little bit annoying. We can just go for our Goblin Gang here, and then we can log. Wow, very bad arrows right there. We can just go for our Ice Spirit as well as our Goblin Barrel. Please don't have a log. Nice. You know what? No log is going to come through. So, oh my god, that's half of his tower gone. So that is really broken. But we are down by 3 elixir though, so we do have to watch out. Let's see here. We are down 3 elixir of material, as well as the elixir bar on the board, if that makes sense. We can just go for our rocket right here. Don't want that to live, and we can just go for our he goes for that. We can just go for this to pull it back. I feel like he has another hog, bro. Okay, we can log on this. We have to. I think we can save our tower here. The princess is going to help out. He's going to arrows. Wow, what a menace. What a menace, guys. But, you know, we do have to lead, which is fine. But, obviously, we could have taken no damage. But, yeah. I mean, there's no way. He's just going to let the knight go. Wow. Wow. He has Mega Knight? Wow, wow, wow. Okay. You know what? It's all good, though. It's all good. We can just go for our Goblin Barrel right now, and then we can also go for our Ice Spirit right here, and that should pull it to the King Tower. And yeah, I think that's rocket range if you put the lock down. And yeah, this should be a good game. I'm not sure though. You know, you can't speak too soon usually, but yeah, this should be a good game here, guys. Let's see here though. We can just go for our Goblin Gang right here at the bridge. Maybe forcing out a spell, hopefully. Maybe a Mega Knight, or go for the Eagles instead, but I'm just gonna play it on this side so the Hog Rider actually gets pulled if the Hog Rider is getting dropped on the left hand side. So that's why I placed it there. It's unlikely that he will go like opposite lane. Like, I'm just gonna go for this. Very nice. Wait, he actually goes for the opposite lane, which is, and the Hog of course doesn't get pulled because it's the Hog. So, but it doesn't matter because we can just rock it on that, and this should be a good game. All right. B. Nice game. Very nice game. We can just go for our Ice Spirit, and then we can also go for our Goblin Gang, as well as our Knight right here up high. And yeah, this should be a good game. Very stressful game in my opinion. Wow, very stressful, but it's all good. Alright, let's play again. Let's play again. Very nice. And let's see here. We're playing against this guy right now, and hopefully we win. It goes for the Wall Breakers. I mean, Wall Breakers are pretty busted. One of the most broken cards, but the reason why it's broken is because like you can't counter it with, if it's tanked for, you can't counter it with like a positive elixir trade, so that's pretty rare, to be honest with you. You can just go for, wow, he tried to juke me there, but yeah, he kind of did, but, you know, wow. These kind of menaces, like, they're very unpredictable, so you always have to be ready. Okay, we can go, wait, what? What is that deck? Oh my god, it's that Recruits. I swear. Yeah, we lost the game. We actually lost the game, bro. We just lost the game. Yeah, we just lost the game, bro. The Firecracker is absolutely going to cook me, and we just lost the game. Oh my god. Bro! Oh my god. Chat, that was a terrible matchup. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a terrible matchup. Yes, Firecracker. How am I supposed to counter that? No. Bro, what is this, bro? Oh my god. Guys. This is so bad, bro. This is actually so bad. Chat. Wait. Alright, we can just play again right now. We did not progress. So that is pretty bad. We can just go for, I didn't read this banner. I was looking at the chat. Apparently 64 people voted that I'm bad at the game, but I see. You just go for our Goblin Gang as well as our log right here. I don't want to reveal that we have cannon just yet. Firecracker! Hate this game. Alright. Excuse me, oh my god. This is so annoying. We have to go Knight at the bridge. Ice Spirit, Goblin Barrel, and then Goblin. Valkyrie! Wow, terrible log though. What was that log? Bro, what is this matchup? Bro! Oh my god, this game. I think this game just hates me from, like, I swear it does. Alright, we're fine though. We can just go for our Princess at the Bridge. And then, yep, very nice. And Valkyrie. Love the Valkyrie. We can just go for our Knight right here. At least one person, like the Spectre, is supporting me right now. Please don't have an Earthquake. I think he does have an Earthquake, but he's just not using it. We have to really watch out of the evil Firecracker, which is going to, you know, it's gonna destroy me, so you have to watch it. He's probably gonna drop the Hog. No, he's not. Alright. Wait, what? I'm getting scammed, bro. Alright, we can just go for our Princess at the Bridge right now. Wow. Most that timing. This is so bad. This is actually so bad. We can go for our Knight and our Goblin Gang right here. Very nice. And you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Wow. Evil Falk, Bale card. I love this card, bro. At least it's getting nerfed, but I mean, I'm still gonna hate this card forever, bro. It's just busted, you know. Go for the Hog at the back. Wait, he uses his Earthquake? What the heck? Alright, we can just go for our cannon right here and we should be fine. Yeah. Pretty nice. We can just go for our princess at the bridge. We can go for, wow, he actually was prepared for it. We can just log on top of this. We can just go for our knight right here, and I'm going to rocket on this low key. Because rocket is the best card in the game. It's not, well, we do have Evo Cannon and Psycho, so we're fine here. We can just log on defense. You know what, we don't even need that log, but you know, I'm just gonna use it because why not? We can just go for our Goblin Barrel right now. I'm just going to go same lane because we have a lot of damage already. I feel like so. We can just go for our princess right here. Very nice. We can also go for our pretty toxic. We can go for our knight maybe to block. Okay, we can just go for this. Nice. We can go for our log. Wow, I logged nothing again. That is upset. What? My finger slipped. Oh my god, I lost the game. I lost the game, bro. I lost. I actually lost. The firecracker gets another shot. I'm going to crash out. I'm literally going to crash out, bro. Chat, I'm going to crash out. I'm just gonna rock it. And yeah. Hopefully we can cycle him out. We just go for it. What? That doesn't get pulled. Yup, I'm talking. I'm actually going to crash out. Yo, what is this matchup, bro? What did I do to this game, bro? Alright, we can just play another one. We're playing against Theo right now. Yeah, and they're nerfing the Evo Cannon too, which is basically the only card for the Firecracker. So, Golden Knight! Love this game. Alright, I think we're fine though. Guess what? We don't have anything for the flying machine. I love this matchup. I mean, technically we do have, I mean, please don't back. Fine still, wow. Wait. Did those piggies just do like 9, what? Are you serious? 1400 damage? What? And of course he's just gonna let that go, damage go, of course he is. But you know what, I won't complain. Wow, what a menace. Goes for the flying machine, but yeah, we have nothing for the flying machine. I guess we do have the knight, but we don't have anything to directly take it out. So that is pretty bad. Fireball too, I mean, I would prefer to face E-Spirit more than the Fireball, but let's go for our Ice Spirit as well as our Goblin Barrel, Evil Goblin Barrel. Wow, that's actually kind of quick. Okay, that's gonna be Tower Down, I think. That was pretty bad by him. Wow, but the Golden Knight ability basically saved him, not gonna lie, but we just go for our Knight up top here. Please don't dash. Thank you. He's not going to get the dash down, but I mean, this is looking pretty rough for us. I mean, pretty good for us, but the matchup is kind of shoot. Alright, we can just go for our princess right here, just to snipe down the staffies, you know. We can go for our log and then our goblin gang right here on top. This should be pretty nice. Yeah, pretty nice. Very nice start, but we do have to watch out for the retreats. Yeah, tower down. And yeah. I'm just gonna go for my Goblin Barrel right here, and did he give up? Maybe. Yeah, I think he gave up, guys. Very nice win. Princess, and yep. Whoa. That's how you beat a bad matchup. That's how you beat a bad matchup right here, chat. Oh my god. That feels so good. We're playing against this guy right now. Okay. We can just go for our Scullies. What the heck? Bro, is this some kind of off-meta? Yeah, it's some mid-level deck. Oh boy. At least Rocket. I have Rocket for the pump as well as the Goblin Barrel if you count that as a direct counter, but oh my god, bro. This game. Dark Goblin at the push. I'm not going to respond to that. I don't want to go right into the cannon, so we can just go for our, I'm just going to go for the Goblin Gang. He has another pump. God. We can just go for our, we can just go for this. Nice, not bad. Oh my god, the pump is just going to get destroyed, but yeah, and the Night locks on, so that... Oh my god, he goes for the Mirrored Rage? What the heck was that? That's gonna be a lot of damage, wow. Oh my god, we also locked the Evil Skeletons. Oh my god. And yeah, he's not very happy, bro. He's very pissed off right now. He goes for the cannon, but at 0, but yeah, he's kind of cooked here. I'm just gonna go pressure him opposite lane right now, and he has nothing for this. He can, I guess he can go for that, but nothing for the Knight, and I think that's gonna be a good game, guys. Oh my god, wow. Goes for the Dark Goblin, probably at 0 too. I'm just gonna go for the Goblin Barrow right now. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game there. Oh my god, that's just genius gameplay. That's just genius gameplay, chat. That's just genius. You can just go for our... Wait, the princess is actually... Wait, did he give up? Yeah, I think he did. We can just go for our Goblin Gang, and then we can go for our Ice Spirit. And yeah, he gave up, guys. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow, what a win. Goblin Barrow, and nice win, guys. Nice win. Pretty nice, and... Alright, we're just gonna play another match. We're gonna be playing against this guy right now. Ooh, he does have the log in this banner, so... Let's see. We can go for our Goblin Barrow on the side, just to prevent the tornado. Goes for the Ice Spirit instead. Oh my god. We can just go for our log right here. Goblin Barrow. Not this game. As soon as I drop my log, the Goblin Barrow comes through. I swear, wait, we can just front the barrow here, I think. Yeah, because he's gonna go for the Goblin Gang, right? You have no idea, bro. You have no idea the pain. Why am I facing Valkyrie 24/7? I'm going to block bridge. We stuff the Goblin Barrow, right? So we just go for this, and I'm actually going to crash out, bro. Oh my god. What is this matchup again? Tell me. It's basically a mirror matchup, but yes, Valkyrie. Just to clean out my Goblin Gang. That is a huge difference. Because I don't have the Valkyrie. This guy's luck? What do you mean luck? My luck or his luck? Princess at the bridge, log, and we'll have to rocket on this. I mean, we can just go for Evil Goblin Barrow here, and then I'm gonna pre-log, maybe, and then we can just go for that. And you know what? The Dark Goblin gets taken out, so I'm actually fine with this. We can just go for our Goblin Gang right here, because no Valkyrie in cycle, so Princess is in cycle though. Yeah, after the cannon, so we can just go for our cannon right here, I think. Yeah, cannon right here, just to clean up that princess. The reason why I'm not putting it into the middle is because he could predict me, so placing it right there at my position is like safer, so we can just go for our Ice Spirit right here. We can also go for our Knight right here, just to take out that Dark Goblin. We can go for that, and then Goblin Barrow right here. And he goes for the log on top. Yeah, the princess is going to be really annoying, but we can log on here, and then we can just go for our wait, that's at the back. That's at the back, bro. Wow, what was that? What was that play there? What was that play? We can just go for our cannon right here up high. Very nice, and we can just go for our Ice Spirit. We can go for our I guess we have an advantage because we do have a big stab, so maybe we can abuse that. We can go for our locked Evil Barrow right here. And then we can also go for our Evil Cannon right now. And that's going to be a lot of damage. You know what? Not that bad. That's not bad. We can just go for our Princess at the bridge. Ice Spirit right here. We can just log on this. Very nice. And we can just go for our Knight. Pretty nice. And we can go for our Goblin Barrow right here. We can go for our Princess. We can go for our Goblin Gang right now. And you know what? He goes to the front. He is smart, but we can just log on this. That's a lot of value right there. He has Fireball. Wait, what? He has Fireball? He does not have the building? Oh. We can just rocket on that, I think. I'm just gonna rocket.
Let's go.
I mean, this might be a little bit too aggressive, but you know what? You know what? I think we'll be fine here. Wow, that's at the front again, bro. All right, we can just go for our Goblin Barrel right now, and then we can go for our. We can just go for our Rocket, and then we can just go for our Ice Spirit right here, and then we can go for our this, and then we can just hit this. He tried to protect it, but that's not going to happen. We can just go for our Eagle Barrel right now, and wait. Let's see it. Wait, that's not bad. That's not bad damage right there. And we can just go for our Princess right here. We can rock it. Wait, what? No way. Wow, that's gonna be a good game. Wow, that is just a bad matchup. He has a big spell and he doesn't have a building for me. And he has Star Ball. Bro, what is this matchup? What are these matchups? What? Alright, he's just gonna be at me, but he knows he has the matchup, bro. Dang, GG, yeah, GG's. I mean, bro, what is this meta, though? What is this meta? What's up? Welcome to the stream. We can just go for our, right here, we can go for our Goblin Gang, and then... Bro. Get off the game, bro. Get off. We can just log, I think. I guess we can. Oh my god! I just pushed the wizard. Ah! This matchup is so bad. Alright, we can just go for Dark Prince to. Are you serious? Why does everyone have so many splash cards? Bro, nerf like. Oh my god. Evil Cannon isn't even broken. It just gets a lot of value. Like nerf. What's that called? Nerf. Wait, they did nerf the baby dragon. I think to two cycles. For the Evo, but it's still annoying. Fly Machine, I love this game. Mega Knight, alright. I would say we're chilling here. We can just go for our Princess right here, I think. And of course, please don't take that out. Wait, we can just go for our. We just go for this, I think. Wait, the Mega Knight that. Oh my god. I'm gonna crash out here, but the Mega Knight didn't King activate. Oh my god, what's that? And let's go for our Evil Cannon right now. Okay, you know what? Not bad, not bad. Well, the Night Lock's on and pretty good. My favorite loop. Oh my god. Alright. Anyways, welcome to the stream, I guess. We can just go for our what's up, yeah. This game. Bro, how are you so bad at the game, bro? You have a perfect matchup. Wizard, I love this game. We can just go for our cannon. Bro, what is that sound effect? I'm not gonna lie. Wait, we can just go for our Ice Spirit right here. We can also go for the log. Yeah, what is this? Bro, what is this? And the wizard just doesn't die. There's no way I can defend this, I don't think. Yep, and yep, that drops down too, and that's going to be fun. And the wizard, yep, I'm cooked. I'm kind of cooked here, but I would be surprised if we defend this. Evil Cannon might clutch up, I would say, but obviously that's not going to happen. And the Flying Machine, get the Flying Machine. Oh my god, you know what? We're fine. We're fine here, chat. We're fine. The wizard drops down. That's a free rocket right there. Nice. Oh my god, please. Go for the Mega Knight though. I don't think I can defend this possibly. The Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to drop down. Yep, there it is. And we can slog. And then we can go for our Goblin Gang right here on the side. And yep, the Dark Prince also dropped. We can just go for our cannon right here. We just need to rocket, man. We just need a rocket. No way. No way, bro. No way. We can rocket, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Ah! Bro, listen. You need my DNA, bro. What? Bro, listen. What do you mean, listen? Listen to what? Listen to what? Huh? Listen to what? I'm gonna chill out here, though. I'm gonna chill out. We're gonna be playing against this guy. Barb, I think the GOAT is streaming. Thank you, thank you. Use Barb. No, I'm not going to use that. And we can just go for our Ice Spirit plus, let's see. This game is so stupid. Why am I facing Golden Knight again? We can just go for our Goblin Piggies. I have no elixir for that. I love this game. We love this game. Wow. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Goblin Gang at 0. Wait, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You can just go for our Ice Spirit. Wow. Bro, Supercell just keeps giving me bad matchups. The last matchup that was actually good is my Expo. It's the Ice Bow, which was like 30 minutes ago, and I never rested. So use Bar Pop? No, Bar Pop is so bad. No, it didn't. There's no balance changes. No, stop. Which? Can we rock it on this? I mean, I'm gonna rock it. Too bad. We can just go for. You should go for the piggies, and I'm just gonna go for our locket, and then we can just go for our Ice Spirit right here. You know what? Not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It could have been worse. Use, bro. Use what, Hut? Sorry, what? Alright, we can just go for a. I have to wait for the Golden Knight though. It's kind of annoying. We can go for our Knight. Yeah, okay. Yup, there goes my Knight. I thought you. Why would you Golden? Oh my god, this is so bad. We just go for this, I think. It's not Mega Knight. Alright. I mean, that means we can't even go for our Goblin Gang. Bro, this game is so stupid. Bro, what am I supposed to do? Tell me. What? What do you want me to do? What is this matchup? I'm speechless, honestly. Goblin Gang at the bridge too. Oh my god, this kid. We can just go for this, and then we can go for our skeleton. Bro, what am I supposed to do? Okay, this matchup is so bad. Bro, how many splash cards does he have? That is absolutely insane, but we can just go for this and then that. Hopefully we make a comeback, chat. Yeah, Golden Knight just to bail him out. I love this game. Oh my god, I actually dropped my phone by accident. That was actually not rage. But that is absolutely insane. What was that matchup? We're playing against this guy right now. Hopefully not another Golden Knight player, bro. Why did they buff the Golden Knight? It's so stupid. Barb Help will make you win. No, it won't. I know that for a fact. We can just go for our god. Is that a good matchup? No, it's not. Let's do this. I thought he was running 2.6 for a second, which got my hopes up. I was using my. Wait, let me read afterwards. We can just go for. We can just go for this, and then we can also go for our Ice Spirit here. We can also go for our Log. I was using Minor Poison that faces Sparky Rock. I mean, is it? Is Supercell purposely doing it? I think this meta is just bad. Supercell needs to fix that, and it's Supercell's fault that they made it this bad. Like, how's Goblin Machine even viable? And yes, recruits. I love this game. All the players who doesn't deserve like Ultimate Champion got to Ultimate Monk. You know what? Yeah, just to counter my princess, right? And you know what? At least we have our princess for the recruits, but now that's Monk, so now we don't have anything. And yep, the Monk is just gonna destroy me. And look at that gameplay, bro. Wow, absolutely significant right there. What was that? Bar hard counters? No, it doesn't. We can just go with our Goblin Barrel. You know what? This matchup isn't that bad, but in my opinion, it's still bad. We can just go Goblin Gang split here. Should be a nice counter. Dude, I meant to drop down my Ice Spirit. It's so bad. We can just go. Barbarian Hut is not good right now in the meta, but yup, Evo Musk too. I love this game. And now we don't have our Evo Cannon because Nice matchup. Nice matchup. Yes, arrows. Never mind. Wow. Ah. Wow, these no-brainer players. You know what? I don't think I'm actually going to push. I don't think I'm gonna push. I don't think I'm gonna push the Ultimate Champion. I'm just going to play Classic Challenge. I'm not going to play Ultimate Champion. Actually, wait. Let me do some Mega Draft. Actually, let me do some Mega Draft. Actually, should I? I'm just gonna play Classic Challenge first because this is absolutely ridiculous. Why am I getting so many lucky drops? If I actually pull a 5-star, it's gonna be insane. But I'm just gonna do Classic Challenge, and we got 3 losses, and yeah. Bar Putt is waiting. No, I'm not using Bar Putt. Berserker is a good card. No. Yup, Berserker. Let me actually play Classic Challenge right now. I don't have enough gems for the Grand Challenge. I guess if you want me to play the Grand Challenge, I have to use my ult account. Fine. We can go for our minor right here, and should be pretty nice. We can rock it on that, and we should be fine. He's playing minor poison, I think. Yeah, he is. What was that play? Wow, actually one wall breaker connects. What the heck? Didn't that not get pulled? Did that not get pulled? What? I'm so confused. Berserker, and then we can go Skeletons. I'm gonna end the stream after I lose this. I lose the Classic Challenge. Actually, I have to do work. We can just go for our Tesla right here. Just to cycle to the evil version, you know. Delivery on top, and then we can just go for a. He's gonna pop the Guardian. Very bad ability right there. My Tesla's right there, so I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah. And then after we win with Bar Putt, no. I'm not gonna play with Bar Putt today. It's just bad. There's a lot of splash in the meta. I'm not gonna rock at that. Not right now, at least. We can just go for our. Skeletons. And then we can go for our Ice Spirit right here. And then we can also go for our, yeah, we don't need to go anything. We can just go for our Berserker plus the Rocket, right? What was that play? What was that Tesla? Nice. And, let's see here. He's gonna go for that. We can just go for our Evil Tesla up high. He pops the ability again. We can just go for our Log and our, Ice Spirit right here. Very nice. We can go for our Miner. We can also go for our Skeletons right here. That's annoying, but it's all good though. We can just go for our Berserker right here. We can also go for, you know what, we don't need the Log. We can just go for our Tesla right here. We can just go for, you know what, the Tesla will finish the job. I'm not going to respond to that. We can also go for our Delivery right here, I think. We can go for this. Oh my god, huge delivery right there. He actually best pop the ability, but I don't think it's gonna matter really that much. But Ice Spirit. Wait, that was a bad Ice Spirit. I forgot that he has cannon in the air. You can rocket, I think. Nice rocket right there, maybe. Nice, not bad. And this should be a good game. We can just go for our Berserker right here. Wow, what was that? What was that fine right there? I'm just going to go for a Evil Tesla right here in the middle, and we can also go for our Delivery. He's probably going to pop the ability any second now. He's not. Okay. Miner. Ice Spirit. Log. Very nice. And then we can just go for our Berserker right here. Very bad finds right there. And we can also go for our, another Miner maybe. Ice Spirit. Evil Ice. Should clean it up. I'm pretty sure it should. Yeah, you know what? Not that bad. It's not bad at all. I'm not gonna rocket cycle. It's not worth it. I don't think. Unless he like gives me a lot of value, then I will. He goes for that. We just go for our Log, and you know what? Pretty nice. We can just go for our Berserker. We can go for our Tesla. Skeletons right here, and then we can go for our Roll Delivery as well as no, we need that. We can just go for our Ice Spirit, and then we can just go for our log right here. We can go for our miner, and I'm just gonna rocket on that because he basically has to defend that, or else he's gonna lose the game. I guess he's not going to defend that, but we can just go for this, and then we can go for our delivery. Perfect defense, guys. Berserker, Skeletons, miner again. Rocket! Yeah, that's in the game. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's a skill. That is just skill. That is skill. Chat, that is just skill. Oh my god. Very nice. We're gonna be playing against this guy right now. Now bar putt. No, I'm not gonna use bar putt. No. Not today. We can go for this. Oh my god. Where's my Tesla? Where's my Tesla? If you're skilled, use bar putt. There's just too much splash cards. I'm not gonna win. Like, if you get what I'm saying. Like, there's just too many splash cards. Yep, of course the bandage gets a hit, but it's all good though. Bar putt and ladder then? No. Bar putt is so bad. I'm not gonna use bar putt. We can just go for our miner, and then we can rock it maybe if he drops like a 5 elixir troop. No. Chicken? Yeah, I am a chicken. Chicken nugget. I am a chicken nugget. We can just go for our skeletons right here. Those are the fines again. What was that fines, bro? We can just go for our mana at the back. We can also go for our evil ice spirit. Very nice. Oh, he drops the executioner. Maybe I should have not gone evil ice spirit and rocket instead, but that's pretty good damage right there actually. So we should be fine here, chat. We should be fine here. We can just go for our Tesla right here, and then we can also go for our log right here. This should be pretty good. Fine should not tangle Tesla underground. Yeah, I agree. It's just so broken. Push ranked? No. Bro, I'm not gonna push for the rest of the season. It's just so bad, bro. It's just so bad. The meta's just so bad for Logbait. I'm not gonna push. There's no point. I'm not going to get to Ultimate Champion. We can just go for our... Wait, that dashes? Are you kidding me? No, wait, I just lost. Fine, so... Bro, why did they not nerf it? Yo! What? Why did they not nerf the... Oh my god. This game. This is going to make me crash out. Barbarian Barrel. It's fine though. We're fine. I think. We're fine. Bro, there's no way I can rocket cycle, bro. What is this spam? This is a spam. Bro, this is a spam. What? Huh? What? If Raleigh can do it, you can too. Raleigh was using drill to push. He's using drill. He's not using what's that called? He's not using rocket. He's using drill. I think, right? Well, for mid ladder, the meta is so bad. Like for mid ladder, especially Logbait is so bad. Berserker, look. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream right now. Thank you for watching. I have to do work, and I'm gonna crash out. Like off stream. So, I mean, he's Raleigh. He's the ultimate. He's like a world champion. It's just hard. This meta is just difficult. Use bar putt. Fine. I'll use one time and I'll leave. Alright. I'll use bar putt. Fine. One time. One time. We can just go for our barbarian hut. This looks really weird. Yes, cannon. Wait, to be honest, bar putt can stall and then we can just pump up, right? We can just pump up, and then yeah, very nice. He goes for the wow. Yeah, it's the bar putt cycle, chat. It's the bar putt cycle. We also have the Prince, which is kind of broken. And Super Stout is not going to touch the card, apparently. That's that Fireball. We can just go for our Prince right here. And we have another Barb Hut down, but we need the Pumps down. So, you know what? Wait. Maybe like Rage, maybe? Rage? Oh my god. Of course he plays it outside. Barb Hut. Yes, Barb Hut. Let them cook. You know what? Barb Hut is actually cooking right now. Let's go for the Fireball, but that was a little bit aggressive. Isn't that? We just pump up here, and this should be pretty nice. We can go for our Skeletons right now, and then yeah, this should be pretty nice cleanup right there. Honestly, they should make Barbarians like 4 elixir instead of 5. I think that would make the Barbarians more viable, to be honest with you. We can just go for our Snowball right here. And then we can also go for our Rage. And then we can go for our Barb Hut. Very nice. Barb Hut! Would that be broken though? Would that be? We can just go for our E Collector right here. We do have the Evil Skeletons for that. It's not gonna go in, looks like, but oh my god. We can just go for another Collector Pump. Wait. Are we cooked? We can just go for our Evil Skeletons, right? Very nice. And then we can I misplaced the Rage. That was actually kind of bad, but we can just go for our E Collector again. Very nice. He can't go in. The Barb Hut is down, and then we can just go for our E Collector again. Wow. Oh my goodness. We do have the Evil Snowball if we need it, but I don't think we do. We can just go for our Prince here. You know what? I'm not going to use my Prince. I'm just going to go with the Barbarian Hut at the back right now. And then we can go for another E Collector. Oh my goodness. What is this card? Okay, this is actually disgusting, not gonna lie, but we can just go for our E Collector right here, and then we can just Rage on top of those. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, this is toxic. This is really toxic, though. He goes for the Fireball. We can just go for our Barbarian Hut. Wow. Maybe I should mirror the Barbarian Hut. Maybe. We can just go for our, maybe our E Collector right here, and then we can just Rage on top of this. Maybe. Nice, not bad. And we can just go for our Prince right here. And yeah, this has to be so frustrating to play against. I know. You just go fine. Maybe you have to Spell Cycle right now, because I don't think you're gonna break through, to be honest with you. But we can just go for our Barbarian Hut right here. Oh my god, please. This is so toxic, bro. We can just go for our Prince right here. And we can just go for our Skeletons. We can go for our Rage. We can go for our Barbarian. Wait, the Barbarian Hut is low-key stalling right now. But Barbarian Hut right here. Barbarian Hut! Come on. Wait, no way. No way, chat. Come on. Wait, we can just go for Prince, maybe. And then we can just go for Skeletons. Rage, maybe. Rage. Evil Snowball. And then Barbarian Hut at the bridge. Come on. Come on, chat. Come on. Oh my god, that's so many Barbarians. Oh my god, he missed. Oh my god. Wait, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my god. That is absolutely broken. Oh my days. What the hell are you playing? Someone told me to play Barbarian Hut. I told you? Oh my god. That is so funny. Alright, you know what? We can just go for our Barb Hut right here. I'm gonna play one more, then I'm gonna leave. Barb Hut new meta, that's Cap. Yeah, he has Firecracker. I'm correct here in this matchup. We can just go for our Snowball here, I think. Yeah, it is, kind of. Barbarian Barrow, though? What? Okay, you know what, we're fine. We can just go for our, Earthquake. Love this game. Yeah, I love this game, bro. I love this game. We can just go for our prince right here, I think. It should dash, I think. Nice. And then we can just go for our mirrored prince. And then, yeah, he's guard. What the heck? Yep, okay. You know what? Yeah. We're kind of cooked here. Oh my god! The prince dashes. Wow. And then we can just go for our, we can just go for our E-collector again, I think. Let's go for our E-collector. Let's go for our E-collector. And then we can just go for our... We can just rage, I think. Yeah, rage on that. Nice, not bad. And we can just go for our, maybe low-key, maybe we should go for our barbarian hut on here, maybe. I'm just gonna go for the barbarian hut low. Trust the process. I mean, I don't even know if I trust it or not, but we can just go for our barbarian hut number 2. Wait. Chat, this might get a little bit wild, but I think it will be fine. We can go for the fines here, I think. Yeah, fines. Very nice fines right there. We can go for our evil skellies too. And I will not trust this process. Oh, come on, why? Ooh, bad earthquake right there. Very bad earthquake. I'm just gonna pump up. And we can also go for our barbarian hut low. Wait, come on. This looks decent. We can evil snowball. Oh my god, it got a hit. We can find. And then we just go, we can just go for our barbarian hut right here. And, yeah. We're kind of cooked, but, you know, we'll see. We can snowball right here. Oh my god, nice, not bad. And then we can just go for our, oh my god, not bad, not bad, not bad. We can go for our rage here, I guess. We have nothing for the guards. That is kind of unfortunate, but we also, yeah, I mean, technically we do have to find for the firecrackers, so we can just go for our prince right here. Snowball. Oh my god, I dropped it late. No. Fine. Rage. Yeah, that's game over. Wait, come on, prince at the bridge. He's gonna BM me. Wow, we can evil snow. Wait, did he give me the win? Wait, spines? Oh my god! Wait, no way. No way. Oh my god! Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right now, so, yeah, I'll see you guys later, and, yeah, bye. What the hell, bro? Yeah, he tried to BM me by going earthquake right there, but he ended up losing the game. Trust the process? Yeah, I guess so. GG's, yeah, GG's. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye!